Get that bird's eye view.
Look at how small his fucking is. Oh my god.
You should see him when he's like in his underwear. It's just fucking diapers.
Oh, he's speedrunning.
Oh shit! Look at him. Oh my. Oh. Oh!
There's the gold, but you only have 58 seconds.
So don't rush it.
Oh! God!
No way!
No! Fucking
Alright, exit, click the arrow.
First you, or yeah, that or either or. Oh my god. I can't believe it.
Bro, he almost fell after that good ass combo.
What you just saw was a highly enjoyable moment for me in a game that I did not expect to enjoy as much as I did, and that is Final Fantasy XIV. Earlier this year I got into it a little bit. My friends were always playing this game. I used to bash them for leaving and going and playing this game. It got to the point where I would stay up late just to play this game, and I'm not a huge MMO guy or a Final Fantasy guy, but I found this game extremely enjoyable. Grinding dungeons, getting mounts, just conversating while playing the game. I just had a lot of fun in this game for the amount of time that I played it. It was definitely unexpected, but it is definitely one of my standout experiences in games for 2020. And that is pretty much what this video is going to be about. 2020 is going to be over in a couple of days, so I thought that this would be the right time to just point out my absolute favorite or best experiences in video games this year. There were a lot of good games that came out this year, a lot of great games that people heavily enjoyed earlier in the year or even later now, like towards the end of the year. But these are just some of my personal standout moments for different games and gaming experiences that I enjoyed. This isn't a tier list of the best games and the best reviewed games or anything like that. These are just my personal standout moments and what I thought was most enjoyable for me to play. I cannot talk about 2020 and video games in quarantine and not talk about Valorant. We are on my Instagram because I seriously think this game is what got us through quarantine. Like if we go through my Instagram, there's quite a bit of Valorant on here for a while. This game was just so much fun to play as a team. It couldn't have came out at a better time, and it really made me want to keep playing and make content for it. It was just fun, and I would like to get back into it. I haven't played it in a long time, and it was just one of those highlight games for this year for sure. This next one is super controversial. The Last of Us Part 2 is probably one of the most hated games of 2020, even though it got Game of the Year at the Game Awards. In my personal opinion, I actually enjoyed this game. I appreciated the story that was being told. I don't know if I enjoyed it thoroughly, but I appreciated the story that was told because it's not something that every game does. It makes you feel a certain way that not all games do, and I don't necessarily think games need to make you feel how this game makes you feel. I feel like this game just morally questions you and makes you feel a certain type of way that no other game makes you feel. And I don't know, it's kind of depressing, but it's kind of like, I would compare it to going to a haunted house. The reason you go to a haunted house is to get scared. You pay to go get scared. Well, in this game, I feel like you're paying so that they can play with your emotions and morally question you as a human being. I don't know if every game should make you feel this way, but you know, once every now and then, like seeing them go outside the box and make you feel this way and purposely like push you to the edge kind of. Aside from the story, this has to be one of the most visually pleasing games that I have ever played and one of the most good looking games on the PS4. And to think that it's on a PS4 is kind of crazy just because of how good it actually looks. But the world they put you in and the attention to detail, you can tell it's a Naughty Dog game. I mean, there's just so much detail in this game. When it comes down to the game itself and not the storytelling, the world and the attention to detail is definitely one of the biggest reasons why I enjoyed this game, just because of how like every little thing feels like it belongs in this world. Now, I don't know if I'll ever play this game again, but for 2020 during a global pandemic, I think it fits right in, and it is going to be a game to remember moving forward. And I guess we'll see where this game's going to go with the story and the next game, if there is one, probably at the end of the PS5's life cycle, because that seems to be where these when these games come out. The Xbox controller you just saw has since then been replaced by a flight stick that I got for $2. I'll probably tell that story later when I do a setup video and show you guys my VR setup, my PlayStation setup, and all those things. But it has been replaced by a flight stick, and I have definitely found this game to be an unexpected, like, I don't know, this game came out of nowhere for me and just turned out to be one of the most memorable experiences for me this year in gaming that helped me kind of wait for the PS5. And it's just like, I'm a casual Star Wars fan, I mean, as far as lore goes, but the universe of Star Wars is something that I just absolutely love. I'm not like geeked up off of Star Wars or anything, like I don't know everything there is to know about it, but I do love the universe and the characters in Star Wars and the sounds, and that is something you really get in this game, and it makes you just feel like, I don't know, you feel like you're in the Star Wars universe when you play this game, especially if you're playing on a flight stick or in VR. It's just like really convincing and really, I don't know, puts you in the shoes of a character in this universe, and that is something that I enjoyed as a Star Wars fan and as a person that likes video games. And it just introduced me to, I don't even like flight games like that. I don't even remember playing a flight game like that, but I really liked this game. I had a friend who basically paid for half of this game, and then I went and got a flight stick for $2, and that is kind of what spiraled this whole thing to like really cause me to, really allowed me to enjoy this game. Was, I don't know, just how it came out of the blue. I didn't anticipate it. I didn't hype it up. It was just something really fun, really unexpected. There was even a moment when we were playing this game where we managed to get a full team, and I promise you we were all convinced that we were official pilots for the New Republic. The moment I heard our friend John say, "He's on my 6, help me, I can't shake him," that was the defining moment where I knew that we were fully immersed and enjoying this game. And that is why this is one of those games where I can look back and actually say, like, this was one of the best games I played this year. In every format that I played this game, in every configuration, I enjoyed this game. I started out playing controller on one monitor, then I played controller across all 3 monitors, then later on in October I got a VR headset and I went fully fledged flight stick VR headset. Like, I went all out, and it was, every way was just like a lot of fun. Yeah, so Squadrons is an awesome game, and one of the awesome ways to play it is with a VR headset. This is the Oculus Quest 2. I got this also because I was waiting for the PS5. I didn't own a VR headset. I don't have a PSVR. This was my first VR headset, and I've absolutely enjoyed it and played a bunch of different games. And I'm telling you guys, I've crawled in my living room and hid behind cover that wasn't even there playing VR. This thing is awesome. I've literally sat on my floor in VR and looked at paintings that you can fully examine and like live in the space of a painting. Like, there's so many things you can do in VR, like experience videos or games or artwork that people make, and it's just been really enjoyable and something completely new because I didn't have a VR headset before, but now I do, and it is one of the most awesome experiences I've had in 2020. Like I said, I've literally crawled around looking for cover, reloading my weapons in VR, bandaging myself. Like, there's just so many immersive experiences that you can have in VR, and that is something I was like closed off to completely because, you know, in the past VR has been so expensive, and this headset is only $299, and you don't even need a PC to use this headset. Even though I have used it with my PC, like I said, I played Squadrons and it was a lot of fun in VR. So it's just something really cool that if you haven't tried, it feels like more possible now that they've made this headset. So that is something that I've really enjoyed, moving up to the release of the PS5 especially. That brings me to the final standout point, or the final standout gaming experience that I've fully enjoyed this year, and that is, of course, the PS5 and everything that came with it. Literally from the moment I received my controller 2 weeks early and made a YouTube video, it has been just like pure enjoyment of being able to experience this console, being able to see people's reaction, all the hype around it. It's just been a lot of fun making videos for this console, actually playing the games on this console. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I still have all of my games to finish. Spider-Man, Demon's Souls, Godfall, Call of Duty, Cyberpunk. I have all these games that I'm still currently juggling, and it's been really tough to actually finish any of them because there's just so much to do. In between that, I'm still playing PC games, and I'm still playing my regular games that I always play: Fortnite, Rocket League, Destiny. Throw that in the mix, and there's just so much going on. But I have fully appreciated everything that has come with the PS5, from the actual experiences that the console has to offer in any of the games that I've played, any of the games I've played with my friends on the PS5, any of the content I've made. It's just been one of the best parts of this year. Finally, like, all of these games, all of these experiences leading up to the PS5, and it's just like ending the year with a bang for me, sort of. It's just been awesome, just even being able to get the console, just seeing everybody struggling and a lot of people not being able to play some of these games. It feels bad, and it makes me really appreciative that I'm able to experience any of this and actually show you guys my reactions and share with you guys what my opinions are on some of these games and some of these experiences. And it's just been a lot of fun for me to create and just find myself in a place where I'm actually enjoying aspects of gaming and socializing in a year where not so many great things happened, and where people are just not, they're not looking up, they're not looking forward, they're just looking to get out of this year and to get actually some form of enjoyment out of this year towards the end. Being a gamer, being a content creator, whatever the case may be, I feel like this console or the next generation of gaming actually gave us something to look forward to this year, and I really appreciated that. That's going to pretty much do it for this video. Those were some of my personal favorite moments in video games and favorite gaming experiences that I've had this year. As far as games go, 2020 is coming to an end, and off the top of my head, those were some of the ones that I could point out. There are probably a few others that I played but didn't stand out as much. This is literally off the top of my head what I thought were memorable experiences. Before I go off the top of my head, 3 games that I did not mention as memorable experiences but will mention as games that I want to play more of: Destiny 2, Beyond Light. I skipped out because of the PS5 and I wanted to focus on PS5 games, but I am a big Destiny 2 fan, big Destiny fan, and I completely skipped on Beyond Light, but I will be going more into that and experiencing that as we go forward. Genshin Impact was a game that I wish I got more into. It seemed like a fun game, and I know a lot of people said it's a gacha game or whatever, but it's just a nice looking game, and to think that it was a mobile game is like crazy. But Genshin Impact, Destiny 2, and third, Ghost of Tsushima. That was the last one. I didn't fully experience that game this year. I know that game came out this year. A lot of people said it deserved Game of the Year. I've only played so far into it, and I've played a little bit of multiplayer, and every part that I've played I've enjoyed, and that's why I'm saying I want to play more of it, because it deserves to be played more. And once I find a way to organize all these games that I'm playing, I will get around to it. But those 3 off the top of my head, I wish I played more of this year, but I didn't make time or didn't have enough time, and I guess I will get around to those when I get around to them. But that is it for this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.